Yes? Okay, so just to tell, Larry Graham, right? Larry Graham. Yes, one of my favorite bass players. And Prince's favorite bass player. So back in 2012, I got a call at midnight, and I answer the phone, and the voice says, "Hello, may I speak to Nik West?" And I said, "Yes, this is Nik West. Who is this?" He said, "This is Prince." And of course, I didn't believe it was him. And he says, "Oh, I just want to ask you if you'd like to come to Paisley Park and jam with me." And I said, yes, of course. And so he's like, "Okay, how soon can you get here?" I'm like, tomorrow? Not thinking. I should have given myself more time to practice. Tomorrow. And he's like, "Okay, tomorrow. We'll fly you out tomorrow. Bye." Hangs up the phone. And I'm like, "Oh my God, what just happened here?" And I kid you not, I was so afraid that I peed on myself just a little bit. It's not ladylike to say that, but it happened. So I stayed up all night working on as many Prince songs as I could think of and practice, and went to Paisley Park the next morning, and I'm jamming with the band. He hadn't gotten there yet. And then all of a sudden the band stops playing. Drummer starts laughing, and then I feel a tap on my shoulder. I turn around, and he says, "Can I get a hug?" So I kneeled down and I gave him a hug. And he smelled like heaven. He always smelled like heaven. And he's like, "Okay, so make a long story short, do you know, Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself by Sly and the Family Stone?" And I'm saying to myself, you mean to tell me I stayed up all night working on Prince songs, and he's gonna ask me to play something different? I just said that in my head. I didn't tell him that. I said, "Oh yeah, I know that one." And he's like, "Okay, let's play it." Goes over to the piano and he just starts jamming like it's no big deal. But for me, I'm like, I'm standing here in front of a legend and I couldn't play. I froze. And so he's like, "You know it, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, play it." So he starts playing. And I'm just standing there like this. And so he gets up and he stands next to me. He says, "Okay, who's your favorite bass player?" So I started naming my favorite bass players. And yeah, him too. And Marcus Miller, Bootsy Collins, Jocko, Larry Graham, all of them, you know, the James Jamerson. Goodness, the list goes on and on. But he says, "Okay, you need to know about Larry Graham," because at that point I didn't mention Larry Graham. Forgive me, but I didn't. He's like, "You need to know about Larry Graham." I'm like, yeah, I know about Larry Graham. He's like, "Okay, look, I'm not asking you to be any of your favorite bass players. He's not asking me to be any of his favorite bass players." Larry Graham. All he wanted me to do was be myself. He said, "I'm asking you to just be Nik West. Be who you are. Play the song how Nik West would play the song. If you weren't good at what you do, trust me, you would not be here." And so that gave me the confidence to just play the song how I would play it. And so he goes back to the piano, and I played the bass line, and I played it like this. And so he looks at me with that smirk. And he says, "Play it again." So I played it again. And he says, okay, give me your bass." So I took my bass off. I gave it to him. He straps it on. And for him to be so small, he had these big, just powerful hands. And he's like, "Let me show you a variation. Let me show you a variation." So he gets the bass and he played it like this.